Well, welcome everybody to Love versus Hate. My name is Anne, and I am your old-fashioned nerd.
I'm Emily, and I'm your mainstream millennial.
And on this podcast, Emily and I like to debate about things in life that we love and that we hate.
And Anne always annoys everyone with her annoyance.
And Emily always annoys people with her arrogance. So, you know, it's a mutual thing.
Anne, you're annoying me right now.
We need to back off, okay? Just back off.
Oh my gosh, you should have seen Anne earlier. She got really mad at me because of something I did. You'll find out later.
Oh, I did. I'm still a little mad. But you know what? I'm trying to get over it for the sake of our listeners who appreciate... Actually, I don't know. Do you guys like hearing us like yell at each other and get really mad? Because maybe we need to do that more and just always be mad at each other. Maybe we're too friendly.
Are we too nice?
Are we too nice?
Let us know.
Let us know. But anyway, so today's episode, we're really excited because we're doing something a little bit different, and we got this idea from one of our listeners, David, who we've mentioned before, and we're going to be doing a celebrity tournament bracket, which we'll explain the rules and everything that goes into that later. But before we get into it, Emily, did you know that just a couple days ago, at least a couple days as of when we're recording this, when we release it, it'll probably been about a week, but Disney Plus came out.
What's that? Just kidding. Yes, of course I knew, Anne.
Okay, it was exciting news for me because I feel like Disney Plus bridges the gap between nerds and millennials.
Why?
Because Disney has so much content that appeals to both. And it's a streaming service, so, you know, nerds and millennials all like to watch entertainment.
What are the nerdy things on it besides, like...
Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars is on there? Ugh.
Oh my gosh, did you not know that Disney owns Star Wars?
I think I did, but I just try to, like, block Star Wars out of anything. If I learn about it, I block it out of my memory, you know.
You're insane. I can't decide if I am excited for The Mandalorian or not, which you probably don't even know what that is.
Is that an instrument?
It actually does sound like one now that you say that.
Yeah.
No, it's a new live-action Star Wars show. I think it's actually the first live-action TV show. They've made animated series, but I think it's the first live-action. And it's on only Disney Plus. It was one of the big reasons, it was one of the big pushes for Disney Plus of like, buy now, because we've got this new Star Wars show that you can only see streaming here.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the biggest push for why people should join it.
It was a large part. Do you know how many people they got on day one? How many people like downloaded and subscribed and bought it?
No, how many?
Guess a number.
I don't even know how many people are living in the world right now. Is that bad?
I think around like 6 billion, but I might be wrong.
Okay, so I think it's probably like 2 billion.
On day one? No. Lower that number by a lot.
I think it's probably 2 million.
That was a lot closer than 2 billion. 10 million. They had over 10 million people on their first day alone.
That's crazy.
Isn't
Let's
that
just
insane?
do the math. If they all got the regular version, which I believe is like $7 a month.
Correct. Yeah, I believe it's $7 a month.
Wait, how many billion? 10?
10.
Wow.
10 million, not 10 billion. 10 million.
That's a lot.
I know.
That's crazy.
I'm not surprised. Wait, did you do that math?
I didn't have to do the math. It's 70 billion.
Oh, that took me a moment.
Well, at least now I feel better about feeling dumb earlier today. About the historical figure.
Okay, yeah, we'll go into it real fast right now. Now that we got our Disney Plus rant over. I just wanted to, you know.
Well, first, before we do that, I want to know, are you getting Disney Plus or were you one of the 10 million?
That's a good question. I was not one of the 10 million. My thing is I don't even have Netflix. I just bum it off of people. Like, so far, every roommate that I've lived with ever has a Netflix account, so I just use theirs. So I don't have one. So a part of me is like, well, maybe that justifies paying $7 a month for Disney Plus. I want it, but at the same time, the mouse is in control of everything. The mouse is going to control the world. And when I say the mouse, I mean Disney. I mean like Mickey Mouse. Sometimes that confuses people, but it's somehow how I refer to Disney.
She thinks she's cool and all.
I do sometimes. No, most of the time not. But yeah, the mouse literally is going to control the world. Like, especially, it just blows my mind. I hope
Okay,
people
but
keep
you
their
enjoy
Netflix
the
subscriptions.
things.
I know, that's my problem. The company is this insane conglomerate mega corporation that like just really literally owns the world, will soon, owns the entertainment world at least. And yet I'm in love with their product and I love it so
People
much.
are
It's so dear
totally
to my
going to
heart.
keep their Netflix subscriptions.
I hope so. I don't want to see Netflix go, or even like Amazon Prime, or I don't think Amazon Prime would go either.
Well, yeah, and I think Hulu like is an integration. You can choose.
Yeah,
to
Hulu's
integrate
a
it.
part of it. Is a part of it. Like I think Disney owns like 60% of Hulu. They don't own all of it, but they own like a good chunk of it, and they're probably eventually going to just eat it right up, and it'll just become part of Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm debating if I want it or not because I really want to watch like Lizzie McGuire and That's So
Yeah.
Raven and like all the shows and like Disney Channel movies.
And I saw that they're going to put, or they did, have The Land Before Time on there.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I already have the VHSs still, so it's fine.
Yeah, but could you imagine watching, because I can still, even as a kid, I mean, as a kid you don't notice these things, but I can only imagine how poor of quality it was watching those tapes a million times like I did, and to watch it with a, like, you know, digitized version, I bet it would look amazing. Okay, I might have just gotten sold. I think I'm going to buy it.
You should share your password. Just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that's my thing. It's like I feel like sometime I could just bum it off of someone, so I don't know. I'm indecisive.
We will see.
We'll see. I mean, and also at the same time, like, it's like, well, $7 a month, but that's like for life. They're going to make time.
They're not going to do it for life. You don't have to keep it.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
that's
let's
enough
move
talk about Disney Plus.
Yeah, we got
The
our
mouse
rant
has
out.
taken enough.
Yeah, the mouse has taken up enough of our time and our money. So Emily, today, earlier, we were talking about some of the people that we picked for our tournament bracket.
Which, that's what we're doing this episode, if we didn't already say.
We did.
Oh, okay, I forgot. Which leads me.
We do need to discuss how it's kind of going to work.
Okay, yeah.
We'll do that. But yeah, so we were talking earlier today, and I happened to mention that I was thinking about using Susan B. Anthony as my historical figure. And Emily gave me a blank stare, and I was like, Emily, do you not know who Susan B. Anthony is? And what was your response?
I was like, yes, I do. She made the American flag.
And it's funny because we asked another coworker, and she said the exact same thing.
So that made me feel a little bit better.
Yes, Emily's not the only one out there. Betsy Ross is the one who made the American flag. Susan B. Anthony was a women's suffrage activist and also just like women's rights activist, and one of the early founders, just in general, of the whole movement. So that's who Susan B. Anthony was.
She thinks that she's so cool, and then I asked her if she knew who Jane Addams was, and she was like, I mean,
Abigail Adams.
Abigail Adams. I'm like,
I didn't
no,
say it like
Jane
that.
Adams.
I didn't say it like that.
Jane Addams is another women's suffrage person, so I don't know how you would know this one, but not the other one.
Well, Susan B. Anthony is kind of known for being like the head of the movement, and like she's kind of the face of it, and so that's why she's arguably the most well known for it. Emily's rolling her eyes at me, and it's annoying me.
Whatever. Okay, let's get
Wait,
on to it.
Real fast though, our listeners have to know why I got so mad. It wasn't that Emily didn't know.
Yeah.
It was that I specifically told her not to Google who she was because I wanted to have this moment on the podcast where we talk about it and have her guess who she was, even though she did.
She wanted to make me look like an idiot on the podcast, and so you know what I did? I started to Google her, and you know what came up? Susan Boyle. And then I pressed her name, and the first thing that popped up, it was just a little teeny tiny sentence, and it said something about like women's rights and women's suffrage or something. That's all I knew. That didn't really tell me anything.
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't look.
And then she got all mad, and she gave me the death stare.
You said you wouldn't look. I said, Emily, do you promise that you won't look her up? And
I did not say I promise.
You said you wouldn't, though, and I said, okay, I'm going to trust you.
Do you even know me? Hello, pathological cheater over here.
That is true. At least, hey, she admitted it, people. This is permanent, and it'll be saved forever. She admitted that she is a cheater.
I'm actually editing this podcast so I can decide if it gets cut out.
Okay, we're going to move on now. So, like we said, now that we're back on track, we have a celebrity tournament bracket for you all, and we're pretty excited about it. First of all, we have to do a quick shout out to all the people who helped us make criteria for everybody.
Yes, for judging who wins. Because if we knew before, then, we would cheat. And
well, one of us would have.
And so we had a couple of our friends, Caitlin.
David and Olivia.
Thank you all for your wonderful insights and feedback.
Yes, we really appreciate it. And we used all of your guys' criteria, so you'll all get to feel special because you got a little bit be a part of it. So basically how this is going to work, Emily and I each picked a celebrity from these 4 categories. We are doing film star, author, book author specifically, influencer, and historical figure. And so we each picked a celebrity from those categories, and we're going to have them face off head to head with different criteria. Whoever wins, and then it just becomes a bracket like that to see who will be the ultimate champion.
Yes. So take your guesses now. Do you think mine is going to win, or do you think one of Anne's is going to win? Oh, I'm hearing the people. They're saying me.
Yeah, I kind of agree. So,
So yeah, we're gonna start. So
but I'm still gonna try hard, okay, people? Yes, okay, I'm done.
Just a reminder, again, we didn't know any of this criteria for judging before we picked our people, so it's all fair, I swear.
Yes.
So first up, we are going head to head with our film stars that we chose. So mine is Adam Sandler, the one and only. Which, if anybody doesn't know who that is, then you've been living under a rock. But
I was going to say, I do actually know who Adam Sandler is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to be like, I actually don't know.
No, I do. I'm not that
I'm
old.
pretty much like any movie that he's in. I haven't seen all of his movies, of course, so I can't say for sure. But all the movies that I have seen with him in them are, like, really good and funny.
Yeah.
My favorite is probably 50 First Dates.
That was going to be my guess.
Love that one.
I have actually seen that one.
Just Go With It is another good one with Jennifer Aniston.
Nope. Sorry. I've seen Happy Gilmore.
I actually haven't seen that one.
That is probably the most well-known movie he's in. That's hilarious. Okay, well.
And then Zohan. Have you? Okay. I just watched it. It's on Netflix. Shout out to Netflix.
Yeah, because we haven't shouted out to Netflix before. Or even earlier in this episode.
Shush, Anne. It's my time.
Okay.
And it's like this really weird, like it's probably the weirdest movie that I've seen him in. And he's like this guy from Israel, and then he wants to be a hairstylist, but he's also really good at like fighting and like spy guy type of I'm probably like messing up the synopsis super horribly, and if anybody's listening, they're like, what are you talking about?
I'm literally that person right now. What are you talking about? There's probably listeners out there though who have seen the movie who are still like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's really raunchy and funny.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
Well, my pick was Benedict Cumberbatch, who, again, doesn't really need an introduction, but if you don't know him, he's Sherlock. He's also Smaug in The Hobbit. He's also probably really well known for, I mean, he is well known for, I don't have to say probably, Doctor Strange in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's got a million other credentials. But
I have not seen any of those movies.
Oh, liar. You've seen MCU movies.
I haven't seen Doctor Strange. I've seen
No, but
him
you've seen him in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen his movie, I'm saying.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Appreciated that clarification. It's a good one. You should watch it. But anyway, those are our picks. So let's jump right into it. What are the criteria that we're judging them on?
All right, so each category for this first round has 5 criteria. So the first one is most Google results. So when you search them in Google, how many results does Adam Sandler have? Adam Sandler has 38,900,000 results.
All right, come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. Don't fail me now. Dang
Oh,
it.
that sucks. And
20,500,000.
Dang. So
Okay, to be fair, though, Adam Sandler has had a longer career and has been known like, you know, he's older, so. Yeah, I'm just saying.
All right, so I won that one. Height. Pretty sure
Benedict's gonna win.
Oh, he's 6 foot.
He's
Benedict
6 foot.
is 6 foot. Adam Sandler is 5'10". Yep.
Yeah, go
And
Benny.
wins.
Way for being tall. Hey, I'm 5'10".
Okay,
Adam
now the
Sandler
number
and I are
of
the same height.
followers. I think that
Should we
Instagram is
just,
probably
yeah,
best.
just say Instagram.
Okay,
I'll
I'm gonna look
Benny.
up. What if they don't even have an Instagram?
Oh, Benny's got to have an Instagram. Come on, Benny.
All right, I found Adam. I'm not even following him.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not following. I don't follow people on Instagram.
Adam Sandler has. I'm waiting for you.
Are we doing followers?
Yes.
Oh,
Why
I don't think Benny's gonna win. It's
'Kay.
not very high.
1, 2, 3.
34,000.
That's it?
Yeah.
7.7 million.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, Anne, you can't scream that high.
34K. Look it. That's it.
That's sad.
That's super sad. Benny, what is wrong with you?
Did you pick the right one? There isn't another one that has a little blue check right next to it.
Maybe I did pick the wrong one. That seems unlikely, but it's the only one.
Yep. He's not even verified. That's real sad.
Okay, he's too cool for Instagram, okay? He does not need
Excuse me,
Instagram
he
to
has
be
an
famous.
Instagram, so he can't be too cool for it if he has
I
one.
bet you it's a fan-made one.
No. Okay. Size of eyebrows.
Okay, well, not gonna lie, Adam Sandler's look pretty small.
All right, brow comparison happening.
His is so much more forward and defined, Benedict's is. Because I feel like the amount of hair is fairly similar.
Benedict's are definitely like longer.
Yeah, and they're just more forward. They're more pronounced. I think Benny wins.
Okay, fine. I'll do it to make it interesting because we're tied now.
Yes.
All right, so the final factor in deciding the winner is the year they became relevant.
Wait, did we determine that? Did we specify like earlier
The
wins
earlier
or later?
the better.
Oh, that's not gonna be good for me.
So IMDb, here we go. Are we doing like the first movie that they were in or something?
Yeah, I guess. But he did like theater and stuff beforehand.
Nope, it's film star Anne. First movie for Adam Sandler was in
Dang it.
1989.
Yeah, 2006.
Ooh, I win. Adam Sandler is the winner. So let's rate him.
Well, Benedict Cumberbatch is the winner in my heart, so.
That doesn't
Also,
count.
Fine. Hey, to be fair, I also predicted, so, I'm going to win either way. Either I won in my prediction or I just won the game, so I'm going to win.
Okay. You keep telling yourself that.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
What's
Next
next?
is authors.
Ooh, yes. Okay, and so let's start with my author, since I am talking. I picked Susan Orlean. Have you heard of her?
Nope.
You should have, because I told you about her book when I was reading it multiple times. Do you even remember what book I'm talking about?
Is it the library?
Yeah, the library book, specifically. It's the library book. Yes, so she is most known for...
She's like, you're a horrible friend. You didn't listen.
No. I know you have a bad memory. It's okay. I forgive you. So...
I didn't say sorry.
Well, I'd forgive you anyway. You don't have to say sorry. So Susan Orlean, she's most well known for The Orchid Thief, which I'm really excited to read, actually, now that I've read the library book. And she is worked for the New York Times. She was a journalist for the New York Times for many years. I think she still is. I don't know if she's like... She probably just does like pieces. I can't imagine she's still like a full-time writer. I don't really know exactly. But she's written for the New York Times and is just a really, really good author. And I absolutely loved the library book. Highly recommend to all of our listeners. It's very good. Although Emily probably wouldn't like it. It's about the history of the Great Fire that destroyed like 400,000 books in 1986 at the LA Central Library. So it kind of encompasses that and just kind of talks about libraries in general. So if you're not into libraries or care about them, then you're not going to like it. But if you do, it's amazing.
I like libraries.
Yeah, but you also don't really like history.
True.
So I think it's a 50-50 with you.
Yeah.
Tell me about your author.
Okay, my author is Taylor Jenkins Reid. And so I've only read 2 of her books, but she has like a really unique like way that she writes, at least in the 2 books that I read. Mm-hmm. So the first book is called The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And it's about this girl who is a journalist, and she is asked by this really famous woman, Evelyn Hugo, to tell the story of her life. And she's like a famous actress, and now she's like really old and she wants somebody to tell her story. And so it's just like, you hear all of the stories as if they're like actually happening in real life, but it's just like Evelyn telling them to the main girl. I forgot her name. And like while you're reading it, it feels like Evelyn is a real person.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just want to like Google her and look up more information, and then you remember that she's not actually real.
Wow.
The second book that I've read of hers is called Daisy Jones and the Six, and that's another book where
Interesting
like
title.
yeah, so the way that she writes characters, it just makes them feel so real, and that they're like actual people. And so this book is about this band and like how they formed and everything. And Daisy Jones is the main singer, and then the Six is the band, and it's told in interview format.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really like interesting the way that she writes the books. So those are the two that I've read. I really like her writing style. I really like her imagination and how she like makes books different.
Yeah. Very interesting.
So that's my author.
Okay.
And let's see what the judging criteria is, Anne.
All right, so for authors, we have most Google results. So that one we're going to actually do for each person. So we'll start with that.
Okay, Taylor Jenkins Reid has 17,700,000 results.
Oh boy, Susan, come on, Susan. She's got to have more.
Oh, only 1,380,000.
That's a sad day. You all need to read her books. Make her more famous. She's really good. It's very invested. It's like very journalistic, but her writing, it like keeps you really engaged. But like she is a legit like journalist. Like she goes deep and like finds the story, and it's really good.
Excuse me, it's a book author, not a journalist.
Well, these are books.
Fine. I'll probably still win anyways. Okay, what's the next one?
Whatever. Fine. Okay, next is net worth.
Ooh.
Wow, they give a really large range. But we're going to go with the high one, 1 million.
Their range is 100,000 to 1 million.
So...
All right. Okay, well, they didn't have net worth for like a specific net worth, so we're just going to do the eyebrow thing again. Who has the largest eyebrows? Bushiest? I don't know. Taylor Jenkins Reid got some good brows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely Taylor.
Yeah, definitely Taylor.
Eyebrows.
Yeah, net worth didn't quite work out for us. Although I still think that she should have lost by forfeit because they did list Susan.
Okay, it wasn't even true. They just put that. And, all right, now look up her on Instagram. Taylor Jenkins Reid has 24.9 thousand followers. Is that more than Benedict Cumberbatch? Because that's sad.
No, Benedict was 34,000.
Oh, okay.
I would be surprised if Susan Orlean is on. Oh, there she is. Yeah, guess how many she's got?
How many?
11,000.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, Emily's gonna win. It's
well,
not fair.
I already won.
Well, we might as well. I guess we could just move on.
Oh, great. So now my people are going head to head.
Yeah. I want to win at least one.
All right, well, maybe your influencer
this.
will win.
Yeah, I don't think so, because they're not even an influencer.
Yeah, Anne had a hard time deciding who her influencer is.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see who it is.
I don't know anybody.
Do you think I'll know who it is?
No.
Okay. You definitely won't know who mine is.
I just want to say for the record, nobody, whoever's listening, don't get mad at me if this person is not an influencer. I don't know any influencers, okay? I tried.
Okay, well, mine is a local blogger / Instagram person. And her name is, well, her Instagram name is Belkanina.
Belkanina?
Belkanina.
Definitely never heard of that.
Who's yours? Oh, I'll say a little bit about her.
Yes.
Let me look in my notes. So, she's like this really, really funny, she's just so funny. She has a little son, he's like 1 or something, and his name is Dom, and he's so cute. And let's see, what else did I write?
What is her like category? Like, does she do fashion, food, travel?
She has like a little bit of fashion. It's more like lifestyle and she's like plus size, so she represents that. She's just so funny and so creative, and she makes charcuterie boards.
Ooh.
Which inspired me to make a charcuterie board. She does this thing I think it's every Sunday. It's called Dirty Secrets, where like people will like tell her things, like just tell her like things that they don't tell anybody else. Like sometimes when my baby's taking a nap, I also take a nap, or I don't know,
Yeah,
just like random things. And then there's this funny thing that she does on her Instagram. It's called Linda. And
Linda, listen, honey.
she makes fun of herself for like being a bad mom sometimes. And like she has this filter on, you know, the filter that makes your mouth really big.
Yeah.
So Linda, I think it's Linda that has the big mouth, and she's Linda, and she's like, oh my gosh, this mom isn't even being a good mom. She's totally letting her child just like walk all over the table. And then she comes on and she's like, listen, Linda. She's just funny. And then what else? Oh, fun fact. She's born in Bosnia.
Ooh, okay.
And so she moved to Germany with her mom and her sister, I think it was. And then she moved to America when she was, I think, 9 or something, as a refugee of war. Isn't that so crazy?
Yeah.
So she speaks 3 different languages.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, and she's just an all-around just cool gal. Love her.
Cool. She sounds interesting. Well, okay, again, disclaimer, don't get mad at me. I picked Bernie Burns.
Don't know who that is.
I looked him up. And they list him under, like, you know, when you Google somebody and they, like, just put a little blurb about him. Yeah, I guess it would be Wikipedia. And it says American writer, so I don't know. So Bernie Burns, he is the founder, one of the founders, like the main founder of Rooster Teeth. Have you ever heard of Rooster Teeth?
No.
I definitely have told you about it, but that's fine. So Rooster Teeth is like basically they're an entertainment / media production company, and they do their own TV shows. Like they do Ruby, and they do what they're most known for is Red vs. Blue, which is the first show that they ever produced. And what Red vs. Blue originally was literally, it's, you know, the video game Halo, you know of it, right?
Heard of it.
Okay, so they use that game as their platform to make a show. So they're basically animating, I'm using air quotes for all our listeners who can't see, they're animating by moving, like they'll use one player as the camera, and then they move their characters in this video game, and that's how they animate. They're using the game to animate their show. And that's what they did. And they did it just like as a side fun thing, but it turned into this really hilarious and wonderfully written show that gained a ton of popularity on YouTube. They're one of the first, like, kind of web series creators, really, because this was a long time ago. And so once Red vs. Blue became super popular, they were able to use that popularity and, like, you know, basically launch Rooster Teeth. That's now this, they have a bunch of shows, and they do live action shows, they do animated, they also, like, work with influencers, like they do a ton of stuff. So I'm counting him because he kind of, like, in a way was kind of a first influencer, because he also, like, the whole Red vs. Blue influenced not only like web series and like YouTube and just but like sci-fi shows in general. Like it's this huge, it became a huge thing. So I'm saying that he's a pioneer more than an influencer.
There she goes again. Bending the rules.
I'm sorry, I don't know any influencers. I literally Googled famous, and I literally Googled also nerd influencers, and I scrolled down the list and did not recognize one of them. That is why I have determined definitively that I'm an old-fashioned nerd, not a typical nerd, because I like all the old-fashioned stuff, and I'm not hip with the new nerd stuff.
You should really try and see Anne, like, try to do anything on Instagram. It's really funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
She's like, how do I post this?
How do I share this post to our story? Yeah, so I'm definitely
like,
an
I don't even know where to
old-fashioned.
begin.
I know. I was like, Emily, let me try and figure... Nope, I don't even know.
It was funny.
It was funny.
So
anyway, that's my pick, and he's a really hilarious dude, super good writer, and he's a comedian, and he's just... Love him. Continue. Let's get down to the criteria.
Okay. I totally...
What?
I totally did the judging criteria for the film star wrong. I did the influencer criteria.
Yeah, because we didn't do how many movies they're in.
Yeah.
Dang it. Well, what do we do now?
I thought that was weird that we didn't have that.
Yeah. Let's just judge our influencers under the influencer, and we'll do better next time.
Okay. The judging criteria will be the same as the film stars because I made a little boo-boo, little teeny tiny mistake, but it's okay. Adam Sandler would have won anyway.
Probably.
All right. So, influencer, most Google results, 274,000 results. Oh, yep. You win.
Yay, Bernie!
1,000,000.
790,000.
All right. So Anne wins that one. Let's see. He's 6'2". Okay.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna win that one too. Yes, Bernie. Go all the way, Bernie.
Anne wins followers.
Oh, I think. Well, actually, I don't know about that one. Instagram again.
Probably he's gonna win because he's more well known.
185,000.
26.6 thousand.
Yes, Bernie all the way. Oh my gosh, I think he just had a baby.
Okay, Anne won that one, but we're gonna continue.
He did just have a baby.
Size of
So cute.
eyebrows. She's got some pretty big eyebrows.
Let's just look right there.
Definitely her.
Oh yeah, she's got bigger eyebrows.
And year they became relevant. She probably came relevant like a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be like early 2003.
Yep. Nope. Definitely not.
Yeah. So that's when Red versus Blue was started. Was 2003, and it's still going today. It's actually, fun fact, I'm pretty sure it is the longest running sci-fi show ever of its time because it's still running, and it started because a lot of sci-fi shows just don't run as long as Red versus Blue has.
I also have to say that I think this is totally cheating because he's not an influencer. He's a writer, actor, producer, comedian, host, and director.
I gave you the disclaimer twice. Okay.
She cheated.
Whatever.
Anyways,
I gotta have one person going for me. Come on.
the last category is historical figure.
Ooh, I'm excited about this one. Who did you pick?
I chose Anne Sullivan. Do you know who that is?
Anne Sullivan. Is she like a poet?
No.
Don't know her.
Oh my gosh. Anne Sullivan is Helen Keller's teacher.
Oh, that makes sense.
I was going to choose Helen Keller, but I feel like that was just so mainstream.
Oh, that's literally your adjective for millennial. Is
So I decided to be unique and choose Anne Sullivan because she's also amazing.
Yeah, very true.
Because if you didn't know, she was also blind.
You know, I think I did know that actually.
Yeah, she was blind, but she had surgery to gain eyesight back.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. And I was watching a video, actually. I didn't know that Helen Keller could ever speak.
She could speak?
She could
say words?
And taught her how to speak.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She taught her, so what she did was she put her thumb on her throat, like the larynx, and then she put her pointer finger on the lips, and she put the middle finger on her nose. And she taught her first word that she learned was it.
It. I wonder why it.
She said and then she said t, and then they put it together, it. That was her first word.
That's incredible. I
Isn't
did not know
crazy?
that.
Yeah. Yeah, love her.
That's insane. I know. That is, wow. To be able to develop a language of touch.
Yeah.
That's so interesting to me. And that's just incredible that she was able to really, I mean, she was able to just kind of release Helen in a way, allow her to be able to interact with the world and be able to actually communicate. So
Yeah.
That's super cool.
It's crazy.
It's a good choice. I approve.
Thank you.
I chose Winston Churchill. And only what country is Winston Churchill from?
Shut up, Anne. He's from Europe.
That is correct, but I asked country, not continent.
He's from the UK.
That is true. But you didn't know that for sure, did you?
No. I
you
knew that he was somewhere over there.
Do you know who he is and what he's known for?
Something in the war.
Which war? I'm sorry, I'm just in love with this and I could go forever.
She just loves making me feel stupid.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Because you do it every day. I just cry every day.
I mean, okay, but I feel like it's a 50-50 because you also make me feel stupid sometimes, but in like a funny way, and then we just laugh about it. It's a positive thing. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, okay, we're moving on. So Winston Churchill, yes, he was the prime minister during World War II.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yes, correct, Emily. Good job. And he is a phenomenal man, and I genuinely kind of believe that if he hadn't been prime minister, I don't know if like Britain would have survived the war or like held off the attack. Like he just was a really good strategist and leader, and there was a lot that he just had to do to like really rally the troops and keep them together. And he and FDR, who you know who FDR is, right?
Yes.
He's an American president.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Okay, good job. Okay, hey, see?
She
She's
really
good.
thought that I didn't know that.
No, I did. I knew you knew that. So FDR was the president at the time of World War II, and he and Winston Churchill were really good friends. And Winston Churchill was critical in getting FDR to support the war and to get American troops into World War II. Without Winston, I don't think that would have happened. But he's just a really interesting character, and I just think that part of history is really interesting.
If anybody wants to know a way to make me super bored, they can just talk about history or like Winston Churchill or something.
Hey, I kept it short.
You did.
Let's get to our criteria. Let's judge this. Let's see who wins. Not going, I'm kind of rooting for Anne Sullivan, but let's do it.
Eyebrows. Size of eyebrows.
Oh, I think Winston's going to win this one. He was
I don't know. Anne Sullivan looked a little bit... Just kidding. Ooh, she got some big brows.
Again, he's got the distinct eyebrows. I wouldn't say they're big, but...
I definitely think Anne has bigger eyebrows.
Yeah, I guess I'll give her that.
She's got some hairy brows.
Why did we choose this category?
I don't know. Okay, Google results. I have a feeling it's going to be
Winston's gonna crush Anne Sullivan. I'm sorry, Anne.
Winston crushes Anne. Winston's got 87,100,000. Anne's got 56 million.
That's still that's more than I would have thought. I would have thought her more like the 20 million or something. But
girl, she is an influencer. Height. Nobody knows her height.
Well, let's just see how tall Winston was, and if he's short for a man, which I think he kind of was.
He was 5'6". Oh, dang. It's going to be a close one.
It's going to be close. How are we going to be able to tell her height?
Anne Sullivan's standing.
Next to
Images.
Man who's 5'6".
I don't know. She looks kind of tall.
She's going to look tall no matter what.
I don't know.
We can give it to you. It's fine.
I'm 5'6".
Yeah, we'll say she was taller. It's fine.
Okay, years lived. How old was Winston? 65 minus... Why doesn't that say?
Yeah, why doesn't that say?
It usually says these things.
Yeah.
Okay, he died in 1965. He was born 1874.
Holy cow, FDR was 6'2". You can cut that part out.
Oh my gosh, he was 91.
91? That's an old man.
I'm pretty sure Anne Sullivan was not that old. 1936 minus 1866. She was only 70.
Yep. Go Winston.
All right, last one. Ability to stay relevant.
That's going to be hard to judge, but probably Winston.
Okay, guys, we're phoning a friend. We can't decide who is more relevant, Anne Sullivan or Winston Churchill.
So we're gonna phone the friend and see who our friend knows. Like, which name is he gonna recognize?
And guess who we're gonna call? Our boss.
Can you hear him?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, we're phoning a friend.
All right.
Okay, so we need a tiebreaker. Who is more relevant? This historical figure. Is it Anne Sullivan or Winston Churchill?
I guess I'd have to go with Winston Churchill.
Dang it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you even know who Anne Sullivan is?
I definitely know the name, and I know that she's relevant, but I don't know the whole story. No.
It's Helen Keller's teacher.
Uh,
Yeah.
All right, well,
Thank you.
you picked
all right,
Anne.
sorry,
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Dang.
Told ya.
Or as Anne would say, dang it.
See, I don't hear the difference. I mean, I do, I guess, when you emphasize it, but.
All right, well, this is interesting because my two people, film star and author, are going against each other.
Yeah, and mine.
Anne's.
Yes, even though I sort of somewhat cheated with influencer.
Yeah.
But Winston Churchill was a fair win.
Nevertheless, we will continue on.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so film star Adam Sandler and author Taylor Jenkins Reid are going head to head. I feel like
will win.
a sports announcer right now. Okay, so the criteria. There are only 3 criteria for this level. Google. Oh, we should have written this down. Okay, but Adam Sandler definitely has way more Google results.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, Adam. Height. So Adam wins again, so that means that Adam wins.
Okay.
But philanthropy, I'm guessing, would probably be Adam Sandler
Yeah, because
anyways.
he's got a lot of money. Yeah, we'll have to work on like our pairings, and this is a trial run.
Yeah.
Next time, our listeners, offer us some advice. How do we make this work so it's a little more fair for everybody?
Yeah, and next time we're also going to have different categories too.
Yeah.
So let us know if you would want us to tell you guys our categories first, and you guys come up with the judging criteria too. Okay, so Adam Sandler won that round. Now we're going to go to influencer Bernie Burns versus historical figure Winston Churchill. So, Google search results.
Oh, Winston by far won that one.
Okay, Winston won. Size of brows.
Honestly, that might go to Bernie. Winston's were kind of
Yep.
sad.
The third one is also symmetry of face, so we should just look at photos of
Okay,
them.
well, I already have Winston Churchill pulled up, so.
Okay.
Oops.
Every time I type in Bernie, I want to say Sanders. His face is pretty symmetrical.
Yeah, I would say Bernie.
All right.
All right, Bernie wins because of the facial features.
So size of brows.
I think that's still going to be Bernie.
Yeah, I think his are just a little bit thicker.
Yeah, they're just a little...
All right, so Bernie is the winner for this one.
I will say, though, Winston was able to definitely make distinguished, looks with his brow. Look at that scowl.
He's just mad. All right.
He's just intense and serious.
So this is the final round. Adam Sandler versus Bernie Burns.
I feel like you need to say this how they do in epic rap battles. Have you ever watched those?
Epic rap battles of history!
I'm sorry to anybody's ears.
Did I peek really bad?
No, you didn't peek,
Oh,
but
okay, but still.
it was loud.
That's how they do it on epic. Do you know what epic rap battles of history is? Oh, you hate history, so no. It's fine. It's a YouTube thing. Look it up, people. They're kind of fun. Continue.
All right. Google search results, that's definitely Adam.
No.
Eyebrows and symmetry of face again. I
Oh,
already
dang,
have
okay.
Bernie on here.
All right, let me pull up Adam.
Let's get it, Adam. Let's see your eyebrows.
No, Bernie, come on, man.
Oh, his eyebrows are definitely bigger, but I think his symmetry is better.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
All
Eyebrows,
right.
Adam. Symmetry, Bernie. So Adam is the winner, of course.
Yeah, of course, the film star.
Of course.
Of course. Maybe what we need to do is all film stars, and we just have film stars face off. We do,
Yeah.
female, male, young, old, something.
You know what we could do is when the Emmys and the Grammys and stuff comes out, and the nominees
that's
come
a
out,
good
we could do it
idea.
ourselves and talk about it.
Ooh, I love that idea.
We love.
Listeners, let us know if you love. Well, that was our first celebrity tournament bracket.
And I won, of
Emily
course.
won, of course. Adam Sandler, good job. Made it through all of the rounds.
Great job, Adam. Thanks for having my back.
I definitely agree, though. I think next time we'll be a little bit better.
Yep, that's our learning lesson, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like our learning lessons combined
life
this week.
lesson.
Yeah, life lesson is just, we need to be a little more concise and a little more fair and even with all of
Yeah, actually pick influencers for an
Yeah,
influencer
sorry.
category.
I gave a disclaimer.
I still wish Balkanina won. Or Anne Sullivan.
Yeah, those were good.
But speaking of influencer, if you were influenced by us today, you could totally check us out on our social media.
Yeah, and while you're there, definitely give us a rating, give us a 5-star review, maybe leave a fun comment. If you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, that would be awesome. We would really love and appreciate it.
We would love it.
So thanks, guys, for listening, and next time we'll
Do better.
do better.